A warm hello to all the students of Standard 3. Today we begin another topic in English grammar, which is the punctuation of a sentence. Now children, you have been reading sentences and you have also been writing sentences. And as you know, in English there are certain rules for writing a sentence. Now, following the rules and writing the sentence correctly with certain marks, with certain symbols is what is called punctuating a sentence. Now let us learn what is actually used for punctuating sentences and how and when it should be used. I am sure some of the punctuation marks like a capital letter or a full stop you have already studied in the earlier classes. But let us revise them once again. The first one, of course, is the captain, Mr. Capital Letter. Now, when do you use capital letters? I'm sure, as I have been telling so many times before, a capital letter is used at the beginning of a sentence. When you start with a capital letter. And also when you are using special names of people, which is what we call proper nouns, like Mohan, or a place, name of a place like Andheri or Kalina or London, names of all the months, days, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, rivers, festivals, Eid, Diwali, Holi, Christmas, mountains, like you say Mount Everest, all are written in capital letters because they are special names. And also when you talk about yourself, when you use I, you use capital letter wherever it comes in a sentence. Now we begin the sentence with the capital letter. How do you end a sentence? Do you recognize this tiny dot? I am sure many of you do. This is the full stop. The full stop is like the red signal. Okay, it acts as a policeman and says stop, 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 stop. Sentence ends. So what is the full stop saying? I stop at the end of a sentence. As soon as you see a full stop, that means the sentence has ended. So when you end a sentence, you put a full stop, and after the full stop, remember you again start with a capital letter. Let us solve a few examples where we use capital letter and full stop. Let us read the first sentence. Mother went with John to the park. Now obviously children, when the sentence starts with mother, you will use the first letter of the first word. You will make it capital letter. So in mother, the M will be capital. And look carefully, there is a proper noun there. Yes, John. So here we are. Mother went with John. Mother is capital, John because he's a proper noun. Capital letter. Went with John to the park, and of course Mr. Full Stop at the end to say the sentence is over, complete. Here we have another sentence for you. Many children came to the party on Sunday. Again, beginning with a capital letter. And do you see any proper noun anywhere? Yes. Can you tell me what it is? Of course, name of a day, Sunday, is a proper noun. So you will write it with the capital S. So here we are. Many children came to the party on Sunday. And of course, don't forget the full stop at the end of the sentence. Many, M beginning with a capital letter. Sunday is a proper noun, capital letter, and then the full stop at the end to say stop, sentence over, the red signal. This is Mihir's classroom. Now again, beginning this, T is a capital letter, then Mihir. Mihir is the name of a boy, so Mihir will be a capital M. And of course, to end with the full stop. This is Mihir's classroom. Now let's see once again. The rainy season begins in the month of June. What do we have here? Yes, as you know now, the rainy season T, the for T, the T of the will be capital. And do you see a proper noun somewhere? Yes. June is the name of a month. So again, June will have J as capital. And yes, ending with a full stop. We went on a boat ride across the river Ganga. Now, I'm sure you have all become experts. Yes, beginning with a capital letter W. And then you have Ganga. It's a special name of a river. So Ganga will become, G will become capital. And yes, it is telling something. And after telling, when the sentence is over, we put a full stop. We went on a boat ride across the river Ganga. Children, it is very important for you to know these rules, these common rules of how to use capital letter and when to use capital letter and full stop in English. That is the mark of a good writer. When you use the punctuation like the capital letter and the full stop correctly is the mark of a good writer. Now here you see on the left in the green, there is a symbol that is somewhat like your ear. It is an ear shaped with a dot below. I'm sure you have seen it in many of your question papers. Yes, it is the question mark. And when do you put the question mark? You have learned so many question words. Many questions start with what, who, when, where, which, why, and how. You have the 6 W's and a H. Many of your questions start with when is your birthday? What are you having for lunch? Who is your sister's friend? Where did you buy this book from? Why are you crying? Which is my book? So here you have all these questions coming with starting with these words. How old are you? Where is my bicycle? When are you going to school? So these are called question words, and when any sentence is asking you something, you end it with the question mark. That means a question mark comes when you are asking something. I am at the end of all you ask. When you are asking something, like when you say, what is your name? You're asking somebody something. Or when is your birthday? You're asking something. it requires an answer. So that is where at the end you will not put a full stop, because it is not a statement. It is a question. You are asking a question. So that is why you will put a question mark at the end of a question. Let's try a few examples of using question mark. What is the time? Now this is a question which requires what? It's starting with what? What is the time? When you ask somebody what is the time, they will say it is 8 o'clock, it is 10 o'clock, it is 12:30. It needs an answer. So don't forget, begin with a capital letter, but yes, the ending will be that little question mark because it is a question. So whenever you get sentences starting with what, who, where, how, why, which, how, you put a question mark to end that sentence. Now let's see. Where is my watch? Now again it's starting with where and it requires an answer. It is a question. So we start with a capital letter but end with a question mark. Let's go to the next sentence. How many apples are there in the basket? You're asking a question. How many apples are there in the basket? You will get an answer. There are 12 apples, 6 apples, 7 apples. So here again is a question word. So begin the sentence with the capital letter, but yes, ending will be with a question mark because it is a question. When do you go to work? You're asking somebody, when do you go to work? And the person will give you an answer. I go in the morning, I go in the evening, I go at 6 o'clock, I go at 8 o'clock. So this is a question which requires an answer. So again, begin with a capital letter, but yes, end with a question mark. Who is knocking on the door? Again, a question. So the W of who will be capital because it is the beginning of the sentence, but the ending of the sentence will be with the question mark. Now here we have Mr. Comma. Now what does Mr. Comma do? What is his role in the sentence? Now when there are many names in a list, a comma is used to separate the names. But you will not use the comma before and. When and comes, you will stop putting the comma. Now suppose you write a date. Now between the date and the year, like suppose see May 12th, 2019. The date is May 12th, year is 2019. To separate that, we will put a comma between the date and the year. Now let's try a few examples with comma. See here. We saw lions, tigers, zebras and deer at the zoo. Now a list of animals are given. We saw lions, tigers, zebras and deer at the zoo. So yes, we will start with a capital letter and where the list is starting. Where is the list starting? From lions. After lions, we will put a comma. After tigers, we will put a comma. But after zebras, and is there. So where the conjunction and is coming, there you won't put a comma. So to separate that list, lions, tigers, zebras, names of animals, we have used commas. Remember, you will not put comma everywhere, but only where the list starts. And yes, at the end, it is a full stop to end the sentence. Now look here. The next sentence is my father bought milk, bread, biscuits, sugar and eggs from the shop. Now there is a list here of things bought from the shop. What is it? Milk, bread, biscuits, sugar and eggs from the shop. Now this is the list that you have to separate. So let us start. First, my father, M will be capital because it is beginning of the sentence. Now where is the list starting from? Milk. So milk, comma, bread, comma, biscuits, comma, sugar, no comma because and has come there. So wherever and comes, and says, hey comma, stop, don't come near me. So here when and is there, you will not put a comma. So and eggs from the shop. Remember, end to ending is a full stop. We grow roses, lilies, marigolds and daisies in our garden. Now list of, what is the list given of flowers names? Roses, lilies, marigolds and daisies. 4 flowers are there. So let us see. Now beginning, as you know now, V will be, W will be capital. So we grow roses, comma, lilies, comma, marigold, no, because and is there. Remember, when and is there, you will not put a comma. So you have put commas where roses, okay, comma, lilies, comma, after marigold, no comma, and then end with the full stop. Kiran, Arun, Suman and Riya are my classmates. Now first of all, check out, they are all proper nouns here. Kiran, Arun, Suman and Riya. Proper nouns will all be names starting with capital letter. So the first Kiran is already a capital letter because it is the first letter, the first letter of the first word. Comma, Arun. Arun is the name of a boy, special name, capital letter. Comma, Suman. Again, name of a girl, capital S. So, but there won't be comma after Suman because and Mr. And is there. And Riya are my classmates. Now, after classmates, you have a full stop to end the sentence. Now, children, these are rules which are very important, and with practice, I am sure you will be able to do a good job of writing correct sentences. We will be giving you sentences for practice, so do work on it and see that you write a good sentence by punctuating it correctly. Thank you and have a nice day.